Hey, Mr. James, do you have a story for me today?
Hello, Tommy. I've always got a story or two up my sleeve. But today, I have something special to share. It's a story about choices. Do you know what choices are, Tommy?
Of course, it's when you pick one thing over another, right? Like choosing what to eat for lunch.
Exactly. But there's more to choices than just picking food or clothes. Sometimes, the choices we make can change our entire life. Let me tell you about a choice I made a long time ago. You'll see what I mean.
Wow, a life-changing choice. That sounds exciting. What happened?
Well, Tommy, when I was young, just about your age, I was faced with a big choice. It all started one summer when I was looking for work. I needed money to help my family. My parents couldn't give me much, so I decided to find a job.
What kind of job did you find?
I found two jobs, actually. One job was working in a factory. It paid well, and I would get money every week. But the work was hard, long hours, dirty, and not very interesting. The other job was working as an apprentice with a carpenter. It didn't pay much, but I would learn something new every day. It was a chance to create something with my hands.
That sounds tough. Which one did you pick?
Well, that's the thing, Tommy. At first, I chose the factory job. The money was good, and I thought, this will be easy. I'll work here, save up, and I'll be fine. But something strange happened. Every day, I would wake up early, go to work, and feel unhappy. The work wasn't challenging, and I didn't feel proud of what I was doing. I started to think about the carpenter job. I wondered, what if I had chosen that path?
So, you wanted to quit the factory job?
Yes, Tommy, I did. But I was scared. I was afraid that if I left the factory, I would never make enough money. I thought I would regret it. But something inside me kept saying, try the carpenter job. It might be hard, but it could be better for you in the long run.
Wow, that sounds like a big decision. How did you make up your mind?
It wasn't easy. I stayed at the factory for a few more weeks, but every day it felt more and more like I was wasting my time. One day, I was sitting in the break room, feeling miserable, when I overheard two workers talking. They said, "This is it. We've been working here for 20 years, and it's the same thing every day. We'll never get anywhere." That hit me hard. Tommy, I didn't want to end up like them, stuck in a job I didn't enjoy.
Did you decide to leave after that?
Yes, I did. That very afternoon, I went to the factory manager and told him I was quitting. I could see the surprise in his eyes, but I didn't care. I knew it was time for me to make a change. I went straight to the carpenter's workshop and asked if they still needed an apprentice. The owner smiled and said, "We were waiting for you."
Wow, that sounds amazing. So, what happened after that? Did you like being a carpenter?
I loved it, Tommy. It was hard work, and I made mistakes at first. But every time I learned something new, I felt proud. It was hard to get started, but I could see my progress. And after a few years, I became a skilled carpenter. I made beautiful furniture, built houses, and even started my own business. The choice I made to leave the factory changed my life.
Wow, Mr. James, that's such a great story. I can see how important choices are now. But what if you had stayed in the factory?
That's a good question, Tommy. I think I would have spent my whole life doing something I didn't enjoy. I would have had money, but I wouldn't have been happy, and I would have missed out on all the things I learned, the people I met, and the satisfaction of creating something with my own hands. Sometimes, the easy choice isn't the best choice.
So, the lesson is, think carefully before you make a choice.
Exactly, Tommy. Every choice we make has consequences. Some are big and some are small, but they all lead us down different paths. If you follow your heart and choose the path that feels right, even if it's hard, you'll find happiness in the long run.
I get it now. Life is full of choices, and they really can change everything. I'll think more carefully before I decide things from now on.
I'm glad to hear that, Tommy. And remember, it's not about making the perfect choice. Sometimes it's about making the best choice you can with the information you have. And if it doesn't work out, you can always make a new choice.
Thanks for sharing that, Mr. James. I'll never forget it.
You're welcome, Tommy. Just remember, no matter how young or old you are, the choices you make today shape your tomorrow. Life is full of choices, big and small. Each choice can change your path. But if you follow your heart and make decisions with care, you will find happiness in the end. Don't be afraid to make changes. And don't be afraid of mistakes. Each choice is a chance to learn and grow.